We've got our feet together. We're going to open the toes and the heels. Take the toes out nice and wide. Press down into the mat. Make dents into this mat, pushing down. Activate the legs, lengthen tall through the crown. Draw in through the center and breathe. And again, pressing down, lifting tall, drawing in and breathe. Well done. Round and slide. Roll and slide. Round. One more. Roll. I'm going to take these arms up to the ceiling. Scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. Lean. And then down to the back. One more again. Lifting up. Scrunch, scrunch. Lean. Stretching and moving that rib cage. And down to the back. Hands on hips. We're going to lower these knees down. Well done. So we're just going to stay at this height. We've shrunken. We're going to lift one heel and lower it. Other heel. Lower. Heel, 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 heel. Well done. So just allowing this bend in the legs only so the head isn't lifting. We're able to hold this height. Then we're just going to get a little faster. Lift and lower, lift and lower. And then we're going to hold one up and we're going to switch, 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 but staying low. Absorb that movement into our centers. 4, 3, 2, 1, and back up again. Well done. Pressing into the mat, we can feel our feet. Big toe, little toe, and your heel. That's our triangle of balance. So with our arms relaxing, we're going to drift forward. We're going to place that weight onto the toes, and then we're going to drift back, placing the weight onto the heels. Drifting forward, weight onto the toes. Drifting back, weight onto those heels. Once more, drifting forward, drifting back, and then back into the center. We're going to take one toe forward, keeping level across our headlights, shining forward, keeping our hips nice and square. We're going to do our hundreds. If we can, we're going to take that toe from the floor and pulsing with the arms, breathing in, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in. Nice strong arm pulsing, so working that lymphatic drainage. Challenging your balance too by wobbling you around. In, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2. After this one, we're going to change feet. We're going to keep it smoothly crossing to the other side. Keep going. 4, 5, out, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, in, out, in, out. Keep it wide open across each shoulders. Last one. Out and down. Well done. We're going to take our feet a little bit wider, so just walking those toes a little wider, wide enough that when we take our knees out, they're going to follow our big toe or our second toe. So knees wide. Sometimes it helps to place your hands on the knees just to give yourself a little bit of a press out and make sure that we're open across the front of the hips. So we'll come down, arms out to level and low. Out. Can we stay down here? And as we did before, we're going to do a heel lift, heel lift, heel lift, heel lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and up. Give yourself a breath. Down again. 4, heel lift. Hello legs. Heel, heel. 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. This time we're going to come down. We're going to raise one heel, and then we're going to flick them. Switch, switch. Switch, switch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Up we come. It requires a little bit more balance. One more set of that. Down. Lift one heel and switch sides. Switch, switch, switch. 4, 3, 2, 1, and up we go. Well done. Ooh, we're going to take our hands out as well now. Sitting back with those hips. Excellent work. Now we're going to have one hand stay on and we're going to lift the other arm up. So we're getting a little bit of a side lean. And then change sides. Up and over. Are we able to get an elbow on? So it takes us a little lower. Now that lovely big reach across with the hand. Travel across other elbow and reach across. And back into the center. Shall we just hang here? And we'll roll ourselves up, tail down. Stack the blocks and up we come. Well done. Balance-wise, we're going to keep our hands out floating so we can use them for balance. I want us to turn and face one way, and then turn and bring ourselves back. Turn and face the other way, and turn and bring ourselves back. So we're swiveling the feet, turn, turn, and turn. Well done. So it's just moving our heads, we're moving our bodies, challenging our balance because we have a narrow base when we come sideways and across. Once more, sideways and across. I'm going to walk those legs back in. Well done. Come down on the knees for me. Make sure you're comfortable with being knees on the mat. Tail down, lengthening through the crown. We're lovely and tall through the spine. We want to keep the height, keeping the spaced out spine as we drift to one side. So one hand is going to come lower, but not to sacrifice up and over that we are with the spine. So we're still opening up the side of the rib cage. Breathing in to open that side, and then exhale, using that side to draw back. Other sides, we go over, inhale, opening across the chest, and out. Sliding down as though you're stuck within double glazing. So we're keeping ourselves in a nice long line, tailbone tucked under. Just that smooth side bend. Slide and up. Well done. We're going to take our hands in front. Again, work those glutes, pushing your knees into the mat. We're going to drift back, 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 and then hold on to that rope to bring us back forward again. Drifting back, back, back. Hold on to the rope and come back. Twice more. Let's go. Back, back, back. Climb forward. Once more. Back, 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 and climb forward once more. Surfing. So we'll see how the knees behave. We're going to come over onto one knee, pressing down, and we'll take the other foot from the floor, so we're balancing, holding our balance. Remember to stay taller through the crown. Ooh, other side, shifting across. Press down through that knee. That starts that balance of height. Shifting, holding. Well done. The saving yourself is just the part that I really like. So that is your muscle groups coordinating to save yourself. It's what's going to happen in real life. And we're balancing and protecting ourselves from a fall. So, important stuff. Across. And balance. Stay tall. Push that knee into the mat. Stay tall. And down. You can relieve those arms a little. We're going to come back to the first side and take it down into a side lean. So we're across, push down, we're floating. Then we're slowly coming down towards the mat. And then we're going to extend that leg out lovely and long. Well done. Give me 3 side lifts. 1, 2, 3, and lift it up. Bring the knee in, out. Twice more, in, out. Once more, in, out. And then fold it back. Up we go. Roll up off those fingers, trying not to push ourselves up. Woo, across to the other side. Shifting, pressing up through that knee. We are reaching, hovering, and we're coming slowly down onto our side. Extending the leg. 3 side lifts. 1, 2, 3. Lift it up and in, out, in, out, in, out. Fold it back, rolling up, balancing ourselves up onto our side. Ooh, 1 more each side. Well done. Full body workout. Shifting across, pressing down so we start to surf. We're balancing and we're slowly coming onto our side. And we extend that leg long. Reach to the end of the mat for our 3 lifts. 2, 3, and up and hold. In, out, in, out, in, out. Fold it in. Up we roll. Woo. Well done. Last one. Across we go. Push, float, and lowering down. Extend that leg. Reach it out for 3 lift. And 2. And 1. And up we go. In, out, in, out, in, out. Fold it. Up we come. Rolling off those fingers. Balancing up. Whoosh. We're going to turn and sit. And we can hold onto our knees to give ourselves a nice stretch. Smell a gram, someone has burnt coffee or toast, haven't they? So we're going to open the front of the chest, lift through the crown. So we're going to work our centers here, draw it in. We're going to keep this high as we take the hands forward. All right, similar to what we did last week, but we're going to roll it back. We haven't got the ball here behind us. We need to pull forward through our center to bring ourselves back up to lovely and tall. So we're rounding, rolling back, pulling through that tummy to lift us up. Twice more, rolling, pushing down through the feet if you want to feel those feet stay connected to the mat. We have one more rounding, rolling, and up we sit. We can take our hands beside us. We can put our heel of the hand on the mat and just give ourselves a little bit of assistance to keep tall and lifted in the upper body. We're going to slide one leg out and bring it back in. Slide the other leg out and bring it back in. We're looking at, can we keep our chest lifted? Can we keep wide open across the collarbone as we move these legs? 2 more singles. Slide. And then slide it long. Are we able to lift it and lower? Lift it and lower. One more. Lift and slide it in. Other side. Long and lift. Lift. Lift and in. Leg feels like it weighs a ton out there, but keep lifted through the upper body. 2 and 3. Draw it in. Last side. Long leg. Lift. Lift. Lift and in, and we're going to hold on with our knees. We're rounding. Use your hands to support you here to create a lovely rounded shape through the back. And then we're going to hug a giant beach ball. So we're holding this lovely rounded C-shaped back, holding a giant ball, and we're going to come forward over these legs, hugging the ball. And then once we're first forward, we're going to come and sit up lovely and tall from here. So we're hugging our big ball, we round back, giving it a lovely big hug. We're going to draw forward, keeping our rounded back. Head coming right down between those legs. And once tucked in, we sit up tall and straighten out our spine. Twice more. So we're rounding back, big hug to the ball. Stay rounded as you come forward. Up and over that ball. And then up and tall and staying lifted. And then rounding back, our last one. Staying rounded as we go over and lifting up nice and tall through the crown and legs out straight. We're going to stack our hands. Most of us are very close to the end of the mat, so we're winning here with a very short walk forward to go backwards. We're going to wriggle backwards, again keeping lifted up through the spine, lifted up through the chest, all the way, find the back of the mat, and forward we go, bringing our feet to the end to stop. Lifting up through the upper body. Once you're there, you're done, and we're able to lie it down. Woo-hoo. Good warm up, got the heart pumping, muscles awakened. Let's get long through the back of the neck. Tuck our shoulder blades underneath so we're open across the chest. Lift your hips and place them down further from the shoulders so we already have a lovely soft neutral spine, and draw in through that low tummy. We are connected, we are activated, and we are ready. All right, take a breath. As you breathe out, feel that rib cage come down and soften, so it's lovely and heavy. And we're going to start just working through our lovely scissors. So we're going to take one leg to tabletop and lower. Just a lovely little seat at level 1. Always allowing us that chance to check in and make sure our shoulders stay soft. There's no movement through our center. We're holding strongly connected to our mats. And then we're going to come ourselves to level 2, which means we take one leg and we hold it in place. Engage that centre a little more to scoop the other leg up into tabletop. One toe taps and lift. The other toe taps and lift. Close to the bottom is easier. Further away down the mat, a bigger challenge to our centres. So find a spot. You're challenged, but you're able to hold that neutral spine lovely and close. Never feel that you can't stop and reset the spine if you feel like it's wanting to lift. So we want to work on that quality of movement and hold some good technique. Level 2 can switch into level 3 where we truly start to scissor. The actual name of the exercise is breathe in, 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, out. 2 more rounds. Keep a breath going, stamina hold. 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4, and just bring those knees in. Give yourself a little wobble each side, just massaging that lower back into the mats. We'll pop those feet back down. Well done. We had a go at the hundreds in standing, so we're going to have a go at the hundreds in lying. So we'll take our hands to the ceiling, take a nice breath in, exhale, curling forward, reaching the arms beside you, palms down for paddling. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 2, 3, 4, 5. In, out. And if you want to, if you feel any strain through the neck, you can have one hand behind, giving yourself a bit of support and taking a little switch through those arms. That's it. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 4 sets. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep drawing that rib cage in, holding strong between your headlights. Last 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last set. 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Take it down. Give yourself a nice big breath in. Lift into that rib cage. Woo-wee. Well done. We'll keep our head down for this one. You can rest your hands on your headlights. Lovely work. Right. We're going to shuffle our feet together and test our rotational balance. So we'll take one knee out to the side, keeping those headlights nice and level. Your imaginary cup of tea, safe. Bring the knee back in. Open to the other side. And bring it back in. Open the knee. And in. Open. The extra challenge here is that we float our elbows. Our wings lift off the floor, taking away that side support. So we have to use our internal muscles a little bit deeper here, so drawing in through the center. Start to feel the obliques connecting from rib cage to pelvis, increasing the level of support. Last one here. We're going to take that up a notch with one leg coming up to tabletop. Well done. So just starting with this one leg, it's going to give us 5 opens to the side. And the leg off the floor. Remember, it weighs a lot more, so we have to support ourselves. Take your time so we have control through that whole range. And we'll scissor switch those legs. Let's try to the other side. 5, open and close. Lovely. Nice smooth control through that whole range. Keeping those shoulders lovely and relaxed. One last one here. And let's keep that leg lifted. Now draw in through the low center. We're going to scoop the other leg up. And then we take the first leg down and down. So we're doing our line dancing squares. Exhale to lift one and the other, and lower and lower. Breathe. Exhale, lift, lift, lower, lower, and breathe. Again, lift, lift, lower, lower, and breathe once more. Up, up, lower, lower, and breathe. Well done. We're going to loop our fingers together. We're going to hold behind our head. This time, I want us to exhale and draw the upper body forward. So we're drawing up, looking down through the legs, reach the hands long, tapping to the edge of the thigh, take the hands back and lower yourself down with that nice extra support. So it's exhale, curling yourself up, using your hands to get you an extra lift, reaching forward, fold the arms back behind the head and lowering down. Two more of those, curling up, reach, fold and lower. Again, curling, reach, fold. This time we're going to keep the hands behind our head. So we're going to curl up. We're going to lift one leg and lower it. Lift the other leg and lower it and come back down. Exhale, curling up, set the height, lift one and lower. Lift the other and lower and down. Ooh, two more of those. Exhale, curling up, lift, switch and lift and lower. Give me once more. Curl and set, holding strong through these front tummy muscles. Whoosh and lower. Well done. Can we keep our hands here? Yes, we can. We're going to have a little play with our oblique. So with a nice support behind the head, we're going to come up and over, elbow towards the knee. Can we stay up here as we switch across the top? And then we'll take that head down and roll across the mat, taking that head in a circle back to our first contact. Switch at the top. Lower and roll across the mat. Two more circles this way, over, switch at the top, lower the head, roll across once more, up, switch at the top, lower and take a pause, breathe. And we're going to have to reverse this, coming to the other side, contact elbow to knee, and we switch at the top. And take the head down and roll across the mat. Up and over. And switch. And down and across. You're halfway. Two more to this side. And across. Down and away. Last one. Up and over. Down and relax that head down. We can let those extra upper abdominals release and relax. So check in while we're here on a neutral spine. We're going to take our hands to the ceiling. Well done. So just with one leg, both arms, just reaching long down the length of the mat and coming back in. Switching the leg, reaching long. And coming through with a nice slow pace, feeling the reach. Trying to lengthen yourself to be longer than your mat. Lovely control as we reach. We can use our exhale, ensuring that rib cage is closed down, drawing into our abdominals. That's helping to protect our neutral spine. So we're not feeling any shift of position into that lower back. Reaching out, push through that foot. Lovely long leg, straightening the knee. Reach. And then 3 more. Push. And reach. And push. And up and pause and hold. Depending on how you've started today, you can stick to that pace, or we're going to do 20 at a faster pace. Are we ready? Take a breath on. It's all about holding neutral spine and challenging our stamina here. Exhale and reach. in, reach, in, reach, in, reach, in, push, in, push, in, push, in, push. Are we breathing? Exhale, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, reaching long, in, long, in, long, and lower, last 4, just like that, push, and 3, and 2, and let's leave it all out long, nice and long, give yourself a little roll, 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 nice big stretch, well done, well done. Right, we're going to bring ourselves back and we're going to take our hands down beside us, bring our feet back in to our parallel train track, so in line with our collarbones, our hips, our knees and our feet. So we're going to do a little bit of bridging, just 4 classic normal bridges for me. We're going to lift up the flat back, so pressing through the feet, squeezing those glutes, lifting yourself up, feeling the weight resting into the back of those shoulder blades. And then we're going to tap those hips down, come up again and squeeze. Tap down and squeeze. Tap down and squeeze and lower. Well done. This time we're going to flat back, lift up, but we're going to roll it down. So we're going to lift and then roll it back down, rolling through. Block by block. You're welcome to have hands to ceiling here. It's not too much of a balance one, but it will just give you a cleaner feel down as you take it block by block through the spine. 2 more of these. Lift up with the roll down. One more. Lift and rolling down. And then we're going to reverse that for our 4. We're going to roll up and then flat back down. So tucking under the tailbone, rolling up through the spine, block by block to the top, and then lower those hips down. For the roll on the up, tucking under, rolling, rolling up, we lift, touch down through those hips. Well done, tucking under, rolling up, block by block, by block, by block. Flat down, last one, tucking under, rolling up, rolling, 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 block, 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 and lower. Love it, bring one knee in, give it a nice hold in there as we stretch the other leg long. It's just giving yourself a little stretch and reach out through those legs. Little paddles and circles with our feet. And then take that long leg back in. Grab hold of it and switch the other leg out long and just paddling those feet. So just giving those legs a little release. Well done. Both knees in. We'll take ourselves and roll ourselves up into sitting. So we're rounded through the upper body. We're going to lift up through those hips. Coming up, we're going to challenge ourselves to balance and hold. And roll and up. And then we're just one more, last one. Roll and up. Well done. On to our side. Well done. Could start to feel those legs a little bit from those wide squats at the start. And our surfing lesson. Like we have the length through the top of the waist. Draw in through that lower tummy. And we'll play with our bent legs. We're going to pop up the leg, just keeping it bent at that 90 degrees. It's going to drift forward. And then pushing back, drifting back, and staying back here a little longer. Squeeze the glute. Take your time to feel the front of the hip truly open up. Drifting forward, keeping the gap, keeping the spine long. Drifting back, so nothing else is moving. Drifting forward. Drifting back. Once again, drifting forward. And grab hold, if you can, of your sock or your heel or your ankle at the back, and just allowing that stretch right down through the front of the leg. Now keep squeezing your bottom. Ooh, opening out the front of the hip. push your foot into your hand, push, 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 and release. See if you can get the heel a little closer into the glutes. Breathe. And a lot of these stretches, we talk about smile. Overcome the discomfort, trick your body that you're kind of enjoying it. One more, push your foot into your hand, push, 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 firmly push, and release. Just feeling that deeper, bigger stretch right down through the front of the leg and the hip. And then we're going to take that leg nice and long. Well done. Pointed toe for now, because we're going to tap the front corner of the mat. We're going to do a little arch to the back, and arch to the front, arch to the back. This is our hot potato. And 3, and 2, and 1, and we go faster for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, bring it in. Well done. Give it a little knuckle rub. Excellent work there. We're going to take that leg long again. We're going to reach out with the arm. And this time we're going to tap a high knee and then reach for the inside foot. Then long. Just changing that hip pattern. Knee, foot, long. Well done. Knee, foot, long. Knee, foot, long. Give me one more. Knee, foot, and long. I'm going to take that into torpedo. Give yourself a little wriggle, wriggle. Nice balance here. I'm going to start with just a gentle swim. Just kicking of the legs. Kick, 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 kick. Swimming is brought to you today by my middle child who has inter-school swimming sports. He recommended that I did swimming too. Oh. Yeah. So we'll pretend we're freestyle 10-year-olds kicking in the pool. And we're going to pick up that pace. Go, fast for 5, 4, kick it 3, 2, 1. I'm going to open these legs into long legs as a kick. And switching, reach. And in, switch, and reach. Extending those legs out. I don't mind some light touch in front. There's no white knuckles, so just gentle support. Give me 2 more. Reach, and bring it in and stretch, and then tuck it in right. Well done. Woo-hoo-hoo. Bring yourself onto the back of that shoulder. We'll take our hand to the ceiling here. Breathing in. Exhale and we open. Following that gaze. Looking at your hand. So we get the turn of the head. The spinal twist. Right from the base of the neck. Coming all the way down through mid-back. Just to the top of that lower back. But really it is focusing a lot onto that mid-back. So just taking your time, using your breath, each exhale, seeing if you're able to mount, take it into a deeper stretch, rotating open a little more. Just do one more, last one to this side. ourselves up and over to the other side. We'll set ourselves up for that first bent leg. And see what these glutes are like on this side. So give ourselves a really good setup. So we're lovely and long through the top of the waist, drawing in through our centre. I'm going to pop that top leg up. It stays bent as we draw forward. That's it, and then pushing back. Taking an extra bit of time at the back here to feel the hip open. Drawing forward to push back. You can always encourage that hand at the front there. Sometimes the body likes to have contact and extra feel to help it work out what it's doing. So giving it some good feedback and wanting to open that hip. Push back. Last one, I'm going to grab that foot at the back. Reaching back, seeing if you can get hold of some part of that foot or sock and just hold to start with. I want to open the front of the hip. We're just going to simply squeeze our bottoms, encouraging the front of the hip to open. Breathe through it. I can't be the only one that this is a big stretch for. Everyone all right? All right. We're going to push our foot to the hand. Push, 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 and then release. Seeing if we can draw that heel in a little closer, keeping that knee back down in line with the mat. Oh, we've got that once more. Breathe and push your foot into that hand. Push, 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 push. And release and draw the heel in a little closer. Ooh. And then we extend that leg out. Well done. We're going to come and tap the knee inside foot and long. Knee, foot, long. So just increasing our reach. Knee, foot, long. 3 more. Tap, tap, long. Tap, tap. 1 more. Give me 1 more. Tap and long. We'll keep the leg long. We're going to do a hot potato, tapping to the front corner of the mat, and we arch it over to the back. Lift and forward. Lift and back. Remember we did this over the magic circle, so that's the kind of height that I'm aiming for. 3, 2, oh we know it, faster for 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, well done indeed. We're going long through the body. Wriggle ourselves out. Swimming time, our second race. Breathe and just have a nice gentle kick. Just kicking along, catching our balance. Getting ready for the finish. 8 seconds fast. Go. Whoa. Excellent work. Longer leg kicking. Stretching 1 leg forward, 1 leg back, and then come through to switch. Drawing in through that center, holding in the ribcage so the upper body stays strong. As the legs switch and reach. Now this is made a lot easier by keeping length through these legs. Have them right off the bottom of the mat. Longer leg makes that lower hip a little easier to clear. Means all the deep postural muscles around your lower center are activated. Holding these legs. You can do it. We've got 3 more. Whoosh. And 2. And 1. And in. Well done. Take your arm to the back of the shoulder. Or take that hand to the ceiling. Give yourself a nice big breath in. And then exhale. Getting that rotation into the mid-back. Gentle stretch across the shoulder. Think about how this feels compared to the other side. So just giving yourself that chance to take stock. What's my body doing today? How are things feeling? One last one to this side. Well done. Now we'll bring ourselves up on all fours. Play the elbow game. One last little activation of our glutes. Right, we'll start nice and simple with just the elbow tap and lift. It's just getting that upper body rotation once again. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. And if the elbow taps, we can look back at that leg, and we're just going to have the leg long. Give me 3 little side lifts. 1, 2, 3. Take the leg back in and up. And we lower the side, legs long, 3 side lifts. 1, 2, 3. And it comes back in. We can start to make that a little more streamlined. So we can extend the leg as we lower the elbow. 1, 2, 3, and we can lift up onto these hands as the leg returns. So we lower as we extend it long. 3, 2, 1. Switching to back in. 1 more each side. Lower and reach. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in. Lower and reach. 3, 2. Last of our kicks. So now we come back in. We're going to take that into more of a side hold. So we come down and we balance. Now activate that leg by reaching it long. We're onto the front tippy fingers. And then can we reach ourselves up and balance on our side? So we're long through the leg, reaching through the fingers, and then nice controlled soft landing to come in. Look at that, didn't hear a thing. Other side. Coming down onto the elbow, extending the leg, getting up onto the tips of your fingers to make that transition to our side opening a little easier. I'm pushing down through my elbow, I'm reaching through my leg and my fingers, making myself into the biggest star shape. In we come. 1 more of those each side. We lower, reach, extend and balancing, reaching long through the leg, through the arm, in for the soft landing. Last one here, team. Down we go. Reaching it up, and then keep reaching. Never rest, never think you're there. Long leg, reaching through the fingers. Find more, find more. And we're in and stretch back. Release the wrists. We'll wobble and stretch out of our glutes at the back here. Well done. Picking up the pace slightly, we have 1 more energy exercise to do, and that is our cat. So we're clawing out our nice long hands in front here. We're down into a cat-like, and then we're going to launch up, reaching out our opposites. 1 leg to the back, One leg forward and then clawing it back in and down. So it's a high energy up, hop, reach. And down and back in. Hop, reach, catching your balance. In and lower. Up and reach. In and lower. 4 to go. Stretch. In and lower and reach. Last 2. Bit of up. And lucky last and swoosh. And in. Awesome job. Relax those hands. Relax the head. Just give yourself a little melt down to the mat. Be very proud of yourself today. Back to some of the true, more traditional exercises. You did very well. Give yourself a little wobble across the back of the body, just allowing things to soften and rest.